Few shows have captured a realistic college freshman experience like Undeclared.
This is going to change our lives.
Judd Apatow's 2001 sitcom debuted 2 years after Freaks and Geeks, and like its predecessor, lasted only 1 season.
Oh, God.
But did you know that Undeclared had an attempted spin-off starring How I Met Your Mother's Jason Segel?
Hey. Welcome to Copytown.
The backdoor pilot was the finale for Undeclared, and it had quite the supporting cast.
Oh, we're just back up in case things get out of control.
I know you know, Broham.
What future Marvel director helmed this episode? And what stars popped up throughout the cult show?
Hi.
Hey. Yeah.
Very, very talented.
And now I'm humiliated.
Dare to believe in yourself.
Thank you.
And how did Undeclared find itself caught in the crossfire in a feud connected to that 70s show?
Danger!
Find out on Behind the Backdoor Pilot, Undeclared.
And that's from a group Evite, bitch!
The story of Undeclared really starts with its creator, Judd Apatow. So to tell you about the Jason Segel backdoor pilot, we have to go way back to understand why this attempted spinoff is so significant to Judd Apatow's career.
That makes me so nervous.
Born in Flushing, Queens in 1967, Judd Apatow was obsessed with comedy. So much so that he created a radio show for his Long Island high school as a way to interview comedians. He described it to Howard Stern, whom he interviewed when he was 15.
So on your dopey radio show in high school, you had Seinfeld and Leno.
I had like John Candy and Steve Allen and Guido
You booked them
Sarducci.
all.
It was like I was a lunatic.
Apatow started performing stand-up as a teen and attended USC Film School. He dropped out after 2 years and roomed with a rising comic named Adam Sandler. Apatow's roommate loved making prank phone calls.
I was aware that this was something special. I started recording it because as a comedy fan, I'm like, I'm aware that no one's this funny.
Love your pickles.
Don't worry about it, man.
You agree? You do like the pickles.
Yeah, I like the pickles too.
Apatow also befriended another funny man.
Jim Carrey would pay me out of his own pocket to help him write In Living Color sketches and jokes for his stand-up.
Then, through random luck, he met another comedy juggernaut.
I met Ben online at an Elvis Costello Unplugged concert. We thought of this idea, and like 2 weeks later, we sold it.
Judd Apatow was the co-creator and executive producer of The Ben Stiller Show on Fox. Despite being only in his early 20s, Apatow had been getting as much experience as possible.
I produce benefits for Comic Relief around the country, but the big show itself, they don't let me write. They have the big stars to do that.
Apatow had a natural creative chemistry with Stiller, who brought in the idea of a single-camera sketch show.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
The show was heavily influenced by SCTV. And like SCTV, it had a loaded cast. Regulars on The Ben Stiller Show included Andy Dick, Janine Garofalo, and Bob Odenkirk. There was a lot of room for improv.
How you doing? I'm Ben Stiller. Welcome to the show. It's about 95 degrees. It's the middle of winter. I'm in California. I'm wearing a jacket. I'm a walking contradiction.
The show was canceled after just 1 season, but won the 1993 Emmy Award for Outstanding Writing in a Variety or Music Program.
I mean, we were canceled a long time ago, so we never got a real shot, and this just makes it feel really good.
As it happens, an episode of The Ben Stiller Show predicted Apatow's next big career move.
Gary, do you have anything you want to say?
The Larry Sanders Show on HBO. Check your local listings.
Long before Apatow was hired as a writer and consulting producer for The Larry Sanders Show, Judd first met Gary Shandling through a phone interview when he was 16. Their paths connected again when he was doing stand-up in his 20s, and he went on to write jokes for Gary Shandling.
I'm writing jokes with my friend Judd.
You know, for 25 years, he was the most important mentor that I had.
Apatow went on to earn 5 Emmy nominations for The Larry Sanders Show and credits Shandling for influencing his character-driven comedy.
Hey now.
There, you just said it again, and, I asked you not to say it.
I can't say it off stage either.
It doesn't even exist.
Apatow eventually served as co-executive producer and director for the show. Shandling's fast pace and work ethic left quite the impression.
They would rehearse 3 days a week and then shoot 17 pages a day. And so Gary was the head writer, and he had to act 17 pages a day.
Apatow and Shandling connected over a shared comedic sensibility.
The best thing about my relationship with Gary was when my jokes were bad, they were in the ballpark.
Another one of Apatow's influences was the James L. Brooks film, Terms of Endearment. The bittersweet mix of comedy and sadness struck Apatow as the perfect way to end a story.
I was so scared, but I think it went really well, don't you?
You're emotional at the end, but you're happy, like you love people.
And soon, Judd brought his comedic sensibility to the movies. In 1995, he co-wrote Disney's Heavyweights.
Do you think I'm crazy? I'm not crazy. I just believe in you.
And Apatow produced The Cable Guy, co-starring Apatow's future wife, Leslie Mann.
Yes!
Apatow worked as a script doctor on his friends' notable comedies.
Nothing can stop the clock!
Somebody kill me, please!
In 1999, Apatow crafted a pilot called Sick in the Head. This phrase is a favorite of Apatow's, as it would later be an episode of Undeclared and his 2015 book title. Sick in the Head was a multicam sitcom starring David Krumholtz as a new psychiatrist.
People revealing their deepest feelings is not going to get boring.
With Amy Poehler as a mentally unstable patient.
Oh, God. I have hit rock bottom.
Other cast members included SCTV's Andrea Martin and Kids in the Hall's Kevin McDonald.
My brother seems happy. He climbs telephone poles. Not for a living. He just enjoys it.
The show was not picked up by Fox.
Don't beat yourself up.
In his diary, later shared with the LA Times, Apatow wrote, "When I asked Doug Herzog, chief programmer for Fox, why he didn't order my show, he said, 'Nobody here loved it. Judd, 90% of everything fails.'" These words proved prescient. The exact same diary entry included news that NBC had greenlit a brand new series Apatow was executive producing. Freaks and Geeks premiered on September 25th, 1999. The series was created by Paul Feig, a comedian and actor also known as Mr. Poole from Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
I've been a teacher 7 years and I still can't afford a new briefcase.
Feig also appeared in Heavyweights.
Excuse me, guys.
Freaks and Geeks was based on Feig's coming of age in Michigan, and the show broke norms by casting real-looking kids to portray high schoolers. Freaks and Geeks centers on the Weir siblings. Sam, a geek, is a character based on Paul Feig. Lindsay is Sam's academic sister who aspires to fit in with the outcasts, aka the Freaks.
Class is this way.
Yeah, I know.
Freaks and Geeks, what high school was like for the rest of us. NBC Saturdays this fall.
Feig wanted to differentiate Freaks and Geeks from another comedic period piece. That 70s show would cross paths with Judd Apatow again in his not-so-distant future. But back to 1999. Freaks and Geeks introduced the world to future stars. Linda Cardellini, James Franco, Busy Phillips, Seth Rogen, Jason Segel, and many others. The show also featured a comedy vet.
Hi, everyone. Count Floyd here.
SCTV's Joe Flaherty played Sam and Lindsay's dad, Harold. The Halloween episode paid tribute to Count Floyd.
Okay, I was just kidding. I'm not really a vampire.
Freaks and Geeks was beloved by audiences and critics alike for its honest portrayal of teenage struggles.
Oh my God!
Nominated for 3 Emmy Awards, it won for Outstanding Casting for a Comedy Series. There was just one problem.
From the very beginning, we knew we were in trouble, and you can see it in the time slot and the marketing.
With inconsistently scheduled episodes and creative differences with NBC, Apatow and Feig shot the finale in anticipation of being canceled.
When you think you might get canceled at any second, you use all your good ideas. Nothing saved for season 2 and 3.
Hey, Mom. Yeah, sweetie? I'll see you soon.
And so it went that Lindsay, Sam, and their friends never got to finish high school. The cancellation stung hard, as Apatow would later confirm in 2014, "Everything I've done in a way is revenge for the people who canceled Freaks and Geeks." So in the summer of 2000, Apatow found himself in a moment of uncertainty. In Undeclared's DVD booklet, he writes, "The stress resulted in major back surgery for me and a rethinking of my approach to work." Since Freaks and Geeks ended in high school, Apatow set his new show in the next phase of life.
This fall, Fox presents a brutally honest look at college. Undeclared premieres 2 weeks from tonight on Fox.
But getting to orientation wouldn't be easy. Right off the bat, Apatow clashed with Fox over casting. Apatow envisioned Freaks and Geeks' Jason Segel as the lead.
Me and Segel tested together, and we literally drove there together, and then I got the part, and he did it, and we literally drove back together.
Casting director Allison Jones, an Emmy winner for Freaks and Geeks, returned for Undeclared, bringing with her a school of thought that boded well with Apatow's.
We have to look beyond how people do line readings and see what they're like as people.
Apatow used improvisations during rehearsals to flesh out the characters.
You don't know how to do laundry, do you?
No, I don't know.
Playing the lead role was a young Canadian actor who'd logged a lot of hours doing kids' TV.
It's not for everyone.
I want to try a different game.
Jay Baruchel was cast as sweet, naive Steven.
Guess what? I did it. I did the deed.
His floor mates included Seth Rogen, who was also a writer on the show. Rogen played wise guy Ron.
I'm the smartest person that you will ever see in your entire life.
Carla Gallo was enthusiastic Lizzie.
I'm your roommate, Lizzie!
Charlie Hunnam was ladies' man Lloyd.
Having a party? You gonna come? You gonna come? Yeah. I want all of you to come.
Monica Keena was Rachel, who had questionable ideas.
All I ever used are natural remedies, and they totally work.
Tim Sharp was slacker Marshall.
Is this a bad school?
Christina Payano was added later in the season as Tina, Lizzie and Rachel's affable sweetmate.
Hey, so where'd you say that party was at?
Stephen's father in the midst of a divorce was played by musician Loudon Wainwright III.
She says she's miserable. She doesn't want to have sex. She feels dead inside. Life is passing her by. I don't know.
Footnote, Stephen's parents getting a divorce was the spiritual part 2 of a storyline for Freaks and Geeks' Neil, who discovered his father was cheating on his mom.
So in my head, I thought, well, this could be what the next stage of that story would have been. The mom dumping the dad at the moment the kid leaves for college.
The backstory felt grounded. Plus, having a parent hanging around a college dorm made for comedy gold.
I brought you some underwear I got on sale. 32, right?
Undeclared followed big moments in college life, from falling in love to following your dreams and figuring out who you are.
You guys aren't my friends. Friends don't do this.
The show had an unusual look for 2001. Using a single camera with no studio audience placed it in good company with The Larry Sanders Show and the British version of The Office.
C'est la vie. If that's true, excellent.
And cast members from Freaks and Geeks popped up frequently. Martin Starr, Natasha Melnick, Sam Levine, Busy Phillips. There's even an episode directed by Paul Feig. Compared to Freaks and Geeks, Undeclared had a shorter runtime of 30 minutes and a contemporary setting. But like Freaks and Geeks, it mixed humor with heart.
I think I was having a really rough time at the moment. He really misses your mom, you know? Maybe we should let him hang out with us some more.
And it didn't hurt that the show was packed with appearances from future TV stars like The Office's Jenna Fisher.
Oh, I'm a senior.
The Big Bang Theory's Simon Helberg.
I would have taken that.
And Smallville's Tom Welling.
I'll bring some of my fraternity brothers.
All right, that's great.
Undeclared also featured comedy stars like Will Ferrell.
I was undeclared, and I turned out all right.
Fred Willard.
Who's that new prof in the fancy duds? Is it Ricky Martin?
And Adam Sandler as Adam Sandler.
Well, this is going to be healthy.
Sandler played a version of himself. Apatow calling in a favor from his famous friend to help save his fledgling show feels like when Jerry Seinfeld did a guest spot on news radio.
Listen, Bill, I'd really like to help you out, but I'm not really doing any press right now.
Undeclared had plenty of memorable moments from future comedic luminaries like Amy Poehler.
It's just a motto that I came up with, and we're making sweatshirts.
White Lotus creator Mike White.
Kind of looks like you a little bit. Yeah, people tell us we look alike.
And Kevin Hart.
If you want, I can set you up with somebody, man.
Despite having so much going for it, Undeclared had terrible timing. It premiered on September 25th, 2001.
It was the fucking 9/11 issue of TV Guide, and it was a very conflicting moment for all of us.
The premiere date was not the only challenge. Fox aired the episodes out of order. After seeing Freaks and Geeks get canceled, Judd Apatow doubled down on following his gut. He was influenced by an LA Weekly article written by Robert Lloyd, in which Lloyd advised that Feig and Apatow make the same mistakes next time and make the honest, even if uncommercial choice. That's exactly what happened, and history repeated itself. Fox canceled Undeclared after just one season. Footnote, Apatow and That 70s Show co-creator Mark Brazil got into a heated email debate that leaked. The feud started in 2001 when Brazil discovered that Undeclared intended to cast his leading man, Topher Grace, in a guest spot. This led to Brazil bringing up an old beef, accusing Apatow of stealing a premise from his MTV pilot for a sketch on The Ben Stiller Show.
I hate waking up.
Apatow denied this, but the takedowns escalated when Brazil said, "See ya at the upfronts, bitch, unless you get canceled before that." Apatow responded, "If you think cancellation hurts me at this point, you haven't been following my career as closely as I thought." Fighting words. Despite its short run, Undeclared is well remembered. In 2007, USA Today's Susan Wozina called Undeclared and Freaks and Geeks two of the most acclaimed TV series to last only one season. A compliment, but not the way you'd hope for it. Kind of like when the geeks decided they were cool on their own.
I'm really cool.
You know what, Sam? You actually do seem cooler all of a sudden.
Like Freaks and Geeks, Undeclared stands out for its real moments. According to Apatow, these choices were key to making scenes land.
She starts unbuttoning his shirt, and Jay got very nervous, and he didn't know what to do, so he started undoing the strap on her shoe. And it's really sweet and funny, and it's exactly what Jay would do in life, and it's my favorite moment on the show.
Even though Undeclared was short-lived, Apatow tried to continue the series with a backdoor pilot for a potential spin-off. While crafting the finale, Apatow knew Fox wasn't interested in seeing Steven and his friends become sophomores.
Peace.
So the finale focused instead on a side character, Jason Segel's Eric.
I'm the man. I'm calling the shots.
Eric had previously appeared in 2 episodes where he established himself as Lizzie's clingy boyfriend.
I'm a psycho.
After Eric discovers Lizzie slept with Steven, an epic showdown ensues.
I'm gonna beat you up so bad.
What?
And I'm gonna love it.
The Undeclared finale follows Eric at his workplace, Copytown. The episode was co-written by Judd Apatow and Nicholas Stoller. Here's what Stoller remembers. Call it a failed attempt to launch a Copytown show. Call it a creative way to give the FBC, Fox Broadcasting Corporation, the middle finger.
In our heads, it's almost like a spin-off.
Yeah. Spin-off of a failed show.
Yes.
Let's take a minute to talk TV history. The idea of ending a series with a backdoor pilot is nothing new. Rewind to 1984 when ABC aired a 2-part series finale of Three's Company that left Jack in a lurch.
Vicky, will you marry me?
No.
Vicky did not want to marry Jack, but had other plans.
We can live together.
Live together?
Their new life of living in sin was interrupted when Vicky's dad showed up with a little surprise.
Say hello to your new landlord.
Unlike most backdoor pilots, ABC had the full season of the spinoff ready to go. Just 1 week after the final episode of Three's Company, ABC aired Three's a Crowd. The show only lasted 1 season, but it gave screen time to the delightful Jessica Walter.
I live with your daughter. You know, you ought to give those up. They're bad for your health.
So's living with my daughter.
Three's a Crowd is a rare instance of the backdoor pilot as series finale technique working. This gamble often fails, even for beloved TV shows. In 1988, The Facts of Life tried it with their 2-part season finale.
We have a new headmaster. Me.
With Blair as the new Mrs. Garrett, she was set to mentor a new group of youngsters played by future stars like Mayim Bialik, Juliette Lewis, and Seth Green in a wig.
Couldn't you just take my word for it?
As long as there is TV, there will always be finales. And as long as there are finales, there will be backdoor pilots. Or as T.S. Eliot once said, not with a finale, but a backdoor pilot. But as Undeclared proves, not every backdoor pilot immediately pays off.
We'll see who's laughing in a second.
The episode begins with Eric, now Lizzie's ex-boyfriend, inviting Lizzie to his 27th birthday party. He misinterprets her acceptance as interest in getting back together.
Someone wants a little piece of Eric back. Because it's hard to stay away.
Eric's coworkers had appeared in a previous episode, but the backdoor pilot spent more time with them. There's level-headed Greg, played by David Krumholtz.
Well, dude, what if I stand up for myself and then she breaks up with me? Like Lizzie did to you?
Tenacious D's Kyle Gass is Copytown's lovable loser, Eugene.
Hey, girls aren't worth the trouble. That's why I don't date.
Oh, is that why?
The role meant a lot to KG.
I can't believe you called me back. I think it was the first time I didn't have to audition.
Eric attempts to get over Lizzie by hooking up with a random woman, but after swallowing her tongue stud, realizes he hasn't moved on.
What are you doing?
I'm calling Lizzie, man.
Meanwhile, the regular characters are in a B-plot about making bad decisions. The boys binge through Girls Gone Wild while eating massive amounts of junk food.
I feel dirty. I don't like myself now.
This backdoor pilot is so early aughts. What's next? A cameo from the What's Up guys?
What's that?
Down the hall, the girls make a mess out of Lizzie's highlights.
I think it'll look really pretty when it's dry. It couldn't be any drier.
Stephen learns the importance of being a supportive boyfriend just as Eric arrives.
Close the door.
The episode also features a cameo from Ben Stiller as Eric's former stepdad / roommate / a recovering addict.
You want to do some ecstasy?
No, man.
Neither do I. And I was testing you. And guess what? You passed the test.
This character feels very much like Ben Stiller as James Hetfield on The Ben Stiller Show.
It's just the old switcheroo.
And provides yet another entry in the Ben Stiller mustache pantheon. The episode was helmed by actor-turned-director Jon Favreau 2 years before the release of Elf and 7 years before Iron Man.
He's moved on even more gigantic stuff.
Even with such promising talent, Fox didn't want to replicate more episodes with Copytown, perhaps because of casting.
Because the network so disliked Jason, part of the fun of the show was like, how many times could we put Jason on the show?
Not all was lost. Eric's defeated spirit lives on through another Jason Segel collaboration with Stoller and Apatow.
Do you want to put some clothes on?
Would you like to pick out the outfit that you break up with me in?
Yes, Eric from Undeclared and Peter from Forgetting Sarah Marshall are both goofy victims of their cheating out of their league girlfriends. Fans of Forgetting Sarah Marshall have suspected that Sarah is based on Segel's Freaks and Geeks co-star, Linda Cardellini, since the two dated for years, and Cardellini, like Sarah, was on a TV procedural. Segel clarified to the LA Times that the character was an amalgamation of a lot of different relationships, and that Cardellini was a great girlfriend.
When you're with me, smiling.
Second footnote, Carla Gallo, a.k.a. Lizzie, appears in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Do you mind not?
The Undeclared cuckold storyline comes from Nicholas Stoller's real life. Like Eric, I was cheated on and yet kept coming back for more. This pathos fits right in with Apatow's underdog heroes.
I always felt like this geeky kid in high school who would one day have his day.
While Apatow's protagonists often get their day, Eric's ended in the Undeclared finale. But had Copytown spun off, viewers would have learned what happened at Eric's birthday party. Eric would have met a new girlfriend, played by Linda Cardellini. Carla Gallo remembers how Nicholas Stoller pitched Lizzie would discover this.
We got to get one of those cakes where they have that silkscreen picture on it, and then they got to hand you the slice with the girlfriend's face on it. It's brilliant.
To paraphrase English poet George Herbert, living well is the best revenge. And a silkscreen cake of one's new girlfriend never hurts. Even the episode itself is well remembered as the AV Club's Eric Adams, but not that Eric Adams, writes, Eric's POV is hardly Mary Tyler Moore turning the lights out on the WJM newsroom. The series finale is a brilliant fuck you to the network bigwigs who didn't believe in the show, but that kiss-off hits those who care, too.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. We hitting switches. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We hitting bitches.
After Undeclared was canceled, Apatow created a pilot called North Hollywood, starring many returning muses. Jason Segel played Gary, an aspiring actor.
You look exactly like a young Tom Hanks. Well, he's my dad, so yeah.
Amy Poehler was Gary's roommate, an actress who works for Judge Reinhold.
All I know is I'm Judge Reinhold's assistant, and he's made $1 billion in the box office.
Kevin Hart played Kevin Hart with an E, Gary's other roommate, and a successful commercial actor gunning for bigger projects.
I'm serious. My price is low. I'm easy to work with.
I really think people want to see Eddie.
Oh, no, man. Look, I can play Eddie's nephew.
And Gary's love interest is played by future Mad Men star January Jones.
You're working? What are you doing?
I play Frankenstein.
Despite the massive amount of talent, the Apatow curse continued. The show was not picked up by ABC.
It didn't get picked up. And I kept saying to them, do you understand that these are going to be like, you know, some of the great people in our industry?
Yeah.
While North Hollywood didn't have its breakthrough moment, one scene would pop up again in a future Apatow-produced show.
I am going to make it. I'll pay you back.
I could write you a check right now for $100,000, no skin off my back, but you would never learn how to survive on your own.
I am so close to the life that I want, the life that you want for me, that for you to just end that right now?
No more money.
In 2002, Apatow attempted another pilot. Life on Parole starred Mad TV/Office Space actor David Herman as a parole officer who hates his job. It was not picked up. In 2004, the tides finally turned for Judd Apatow when he produced a comedy that found commercial success.
I'm Ron Burgundy? Damn it! Who typed a question mark on the teleprompter?
Anchorman, the legend of Ron Burgundy, showcased Apatow's producing chops. He knew to schedule time to encourage an improv-friendly environment.
And to go, we have enough money to dick around till you riff and play with Will.
The successful streak continued in 2005 when Apatow directed and co-wrote The 40-Year-Old Virgin, co-starring and co-produced by Seth Rogen.
I observe because I am a novelist.
What? You never told me that before.
Then in 2007, Apatow wrote and directed Rogen's star-making vehicle.
I'm pregnant.
With a baby?
Yes.
Knocked Up reunited many undeclared cast members.
I think it's awesome that you're gonna have a kid, man. Think about it like this. It's just an excuse to play with all your old toys again.
As Judd Apatow's career progresses, he continues to include many early collaborators, especially Seth Rogen and Jason Segel.
All you guys take note. That's how you take down a motherfucker. That's right.
I'm just trying to talk to you man to man, George.
As a man, you are crying right now.
I would say, honestly, you're a 6. A 6.5. Hey, where's my yarmulke, babe?
Babe,
have you seen my yarmulke?
You don't have a yarmulke.
I have a hold. It's in my Jewish drawer.
I mean, we're friends. We see each other a lot. We show each other's stuff, even when we're not technically working our stuff.
Apatow was eventually able to break the one-season curse for TV comedies. So while Eric from Undeclared never got his moment, Apatow got the last laugh.
I believe that Judd went on like a Monte Cristo-style revenge mission to show that Hollywood was wrong and that these kids were good at acting.
Thanks for watching. You can subscribe to the Atomic Abe channel, hit that notification bell so you'll never miss out, and be sure to look back at some of our other videos about backdoor pilots, like another beloved single-camera comedy cast by Allison Jones.
Nostalgia is truly one of the great human weaknesses, second only to the neck.
Remember that episode of The Office that focused on Dwight's beat farmer family? That was a backdoor pilot.
Let's run at Shirley's farm. I'm in. Boom.